the official GTA 6 pricing has finally been revealed. This has been a subject of more speculation than the fate of DB Cooper. For a long time, there was a lot of people spouting a bunch of hoopla about how it's going to be $100 or more for just the base standard edition of the game, and now we can put all of that drivel to rest because we now know the official price, and guess what? This is a historic moment for our species, not necessarily because of the price, because of what it represents. One of the few times I got a prediction right. This is a more important moment in the history of this planet than the Wright brothers' first flight. I got this correct. I said from the very beginning, bah humbugging, slapping down to the shadow realm the notion that the game was going to cost $100. I always maintained that GTA 6 would be either $70 or $80 because Nintendo blew the ass wide open on $80 price tags, and I figured that would be the highest that they would go. And they did. It is confirmed to be $80. Now, there is a $100 Ultimate Edition, which I'm going to get into the nitty-gritty on that in a moment, but can we please just take a moment and just bask in this very rare occurrence here of one of my predictions actually being right on the money, right on the nose. All right, now that we've all blown our load and orgasmed over that fact, let's take a look here. So, it is an $80 single-player experience for just the normal base GTA 6 game. Ultimate Edition is $100, and there is no physical copy of GTA 6. If you get a physical copy, what you're getting is a code in a box. So it's digital only, which I know is nothing new, but I'm old enough to remember back in the day here when my grandpappy was still proudly hiking 15 miles uphill in the rain and snow with nothing but Quaaludes in a dream to make it to his local EB Games to get Halo CE on the Xbox. There came this idea that what if you could download the games at home? And initially, when digital games started to take on, the big selling point was the convenience and also the price, because downloading the games, just digitally getting them, was cheaper than physically getting them, because the idea was they no longer had to spend a ton of time and resources developing the physical media for it. So it reflected in the price where you paid less for the digital version. And it made sense because they're saving money by not manufacturing the discs and all of that. That is completely gone in the current climate of the gaming industry, and no one ever really brings it up anymore. Again, it was a very real thing that happened back in the day. Digital versions were cheaper than if you had the physical counterpart, but now no physical counterpart even exists, digital only, and now the highest possible price tag that you can get away with doing, which again is no surprise because it's GTA 6. It's going to be the biggest game ever. It was always going to be successful no matter the price point. They're going to charge $200 for this bitch here, and everyone would have still been finding ways to conjure up enough clams to get it, scrapping together shit from under their mattress, robbing the local children's lemonade stand, whatever it would have taken. People would have found a way, and it still would have been the biggest game ever. That's just the brass tacks of it. So, it being $80, there being no physical, is a little disappointing to me because I've been getting back into physical media, and I just do miss the time that digital versions were cheaper than the physical versions. That was a big thing there for a little while, and now it's just a relic of the past, completely forgotten about. But now let's talk about the Ultimate Edition, because this is quite contentious, and for good reason. There is a laundry list of things that appear to be locked behind the Ultimate Edition. Now, I don't know if that means they are permanently paywalled, like you will never be able to access these things, which is definitely how it seems here, because looking at this clothing store, for example, it does say only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. Same with the Electric Fang Tattoo, the salon, Ride Out Customs. They explicitly state only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. So does that mean all these shops are just completely inaccessible if you don't fork over 100 clams for the Ultimate Edition? In a single-player game, you're going to be closing down these locations unless you get the doubloons out of your wallet for it. I can think of oodles of games that have rightfully been shat and spat all over for similar monetization practices of paywalling single-player content, because this isn't just like skins and shit. This is content. These are shops. These are locations in the game that you're going to be, barred from entering, saying, scram, brokey, take a hike. We don't welcome you here. At least that's how it seems here with their marketing of the Ultimate Edition. They are selling you on the idea that these can't be accessed unless you own the Ultimate Edition. To me and a lot of other people seemingly, it feels egregious to lock gameplay features behind a paywall. This is something oodles of games, countless other titles before this, have been torn apart for, rightfully so. So I don't know why all of a sudden GTA 6 is exempt from this criticism. I don't know why it gets a pass. I'm just as excited about this game as everyone else is, but I can recognize that this isn't really something that I love. I don't think you should have to pay the Ultimate Edition price to get the full experience of the game, which to me, shops and everything are an integral piece of the GTA experience. And if you can't access all of them for your $80 game, your $80 product that you paid for, then I feel like there's an issue there. You shouldn't have to bump up to the next tier, the highest level, to get the full game. And that is something I've always said in the AAA gaming space, because this isn't new to GTA. This is just, again, a symptom of an already greedy industry that's found ways to brainwash people into being okay with it. I still just don't like it. And I've seen some people coping and saying, just spend the extra $20 if you want the whole experience, or it's all still just skins. It's inconsequential skins and cosmetics, which maybe it is. We don't know what these shops have, but even still, like, one of them outlines custom vehicle options. Feels like a gameplay feature to me. It feels like these are gameplay features that are being paywalled, which has always been a big problem in the AAA gaming space when it comes to their greedy monetization models to get people to spend significantly more on their product. The whole idea behind these more expensive variants of titles like the Turbo Arcade Gamer Gunk Gladiator Edition of Call of Duty is you get like some skins, or you get like a physical collector's piece, like up there, the Modern Warfare 2 thing where you got like night vision goggles type shit. I've never liked when they lock legitimate gameplay features or locations or missions like Star Wars Outlaws. You remember when they locked the Jabba the Hutt mission behind there and it caused a big stir? I never liked that kind of stuff. And this to me is very similar. They're locking a handful of shops, actual locations in the game, behind the Ultimate Edition price tag. So if you want really the full GTA experience, it's $100, not $80. So everyone has been rightfully outspoken when companies like EA and Ubisoft do similar things, but I'm seeing a lot of people be totally okay for Rockstar to do it because Rockstar makes such good games, so they give them a pass. Like, oh, you can butt fuck us if you want. You can do these very similar monetization strategies that I hated when EA and Ubisoft did it, but Rockstar, you guys can do it. You guys get my blessing for it, actually. I'm happy to see you guys do this. And I just don't know why the energy can't be consistent here. You can be extremely excited for GTA 6. Heaven knows I am. But I can also recognize that this is something I don't like in the gaming space right now when tons of other companies do it, and I don't like it now that Rockstar is doing it either. So even if you are going to get the Ultimate Edition no matter what, you can still call us out as being egregious and a bad practice. Anyway, though, now we know the real pricing for GTA 6, and I know pre-orders are going live tomorrow, so I imagine it's going to be a crazy record-setting day. This shit's gonna go crazy no matter what. Everyone knows that. But yeah, I'm not super thrilled about the no physical copy, and I'm not super thrilled to see this kind of greedy monetization practice that they're ham-fisting into this title. $80 should get you the full game, no matter how you spin it. Your base version should always be the complete product in its entirety. No questions asked. Anyway, though, just wanted to yap about it. That's it. See you.